Hello and welcome to Engelman Stadium here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's the Horizon League Women's Soccer Championship match as the Cleveland State Vikings take on the host and regular season champion Milwaukee Panthers. Good evening, everybody. I'm Andrew Kappas, and what a thrilling semifinal round we had on Thursday night. These two teams punching their ticket to the championship match and now one win away from an NCAA tournament berth. In the afternoon game, Cleveland State held on in a tight 2-1 affair while Milwaukee advanced on penalty kicks. It was a tight scoreline for the final for Cleveland State, but they got off to a tremendous start in their match in that afternoon match on Thursday. Morgan Niedermeyer in the beginning of that match, a great corner kick that went off the keeper's leg to put them up 1-0, and then Jenna Prathap banging home a rebound from Jess Kaiser to double that lead for Cleveland State. It was 2-0 at half. Detroit Mercy would bring a goal back, but they would get no closer, and the Vikings were on to the championship match. As for Milwaukee, Elena Lamacchia, their sensational freshman keeper, came up huge in penalty kicks, made two big saves to put them in a great spot to advance, and then it was the senior, Chandler McDaniel, finishing things off, going top shelf as she sent Milwaukee to the championship match, avoiding the upset by the 6th seed Oakland Golden Grizzlies. Somebody's going to the NCAA tournament. We'll crown a champion here tonight. Kickoff from Milwaukee is when we come back on ESPN+.
It's always out there. The horizon. A reminder that our greatest goals are rarely attained. And as soon as you reach one, another emerges. But every day we rise and work harder, dig deeper, ask one more question, take one more shot in relentless pursuit of our horizon. It's always out there. The horizon. A reminder that our greatest goals are rarely attained. And as soon as you reach one, another emerges. But every day we rise and work harder, dig deeper, ask one more question, take one more shot in relentless pursuit of our horizon.
Starting 11 for the 2-seed Cleveland State. It's the same 11 for Dallas Boyer, second season at the helm of the Vikings, and what a job he has done this year. 10-6-1 coming into the tournament. Niedermeyer on the left side, she had a tremendous first half that led to that first goal. But somebody that was quiet that you really wouldn't expect to be quiet here tonight, Sarah Kraus, will be starting up front along with Ward and Sardi. For Cleveland State, between the pipes, Stevie Holbrook, the sophomore from Huron, Ohio, made a couple of really nice saves to keep her team in the game there in the second half as they held off that Titan comeback on Thursday night and eventually advanced here to this championship match by a 2-1 scoreline. When you look at Milwaukee and all of the success that they've had, one big key is they've had 9 different players start all 17 of their matches, and it's no surprise that Troy Fabiano has the same starting 11 as Thursday night. Milwaukee, unbeaten in league play, 9-0-0 in the regular season, advancing on penalty kicks on Thursday night, and Yelana Seaver on the right side, quiet on Thursday night, but she closed out the regular season in really good fashion, but also Lourdes Anwimeka, all Horizon League League's second team, left in the 15th minute on Thursday night, did not return. So looking forward to seeing her on the field here tonight. And we already mentioned her, but Elena Lamacchia, what she did on Thursday night on the big stage as a freshman was just simply remarkable. The freshman from Macon, Wisconsin, her 17th start. She's only allowed 10 goals this entire season, and those 2 saves were critical as they advanced on penalty kicks, because anybody will tell you PK is just so unpredictable. It's not always the better team that wins those, and because Lamacchia performed so well, things did go well for Milwaukee. We mentioned Sarah Kraus. She was a little bit quiet on Thursday night, although she did have a shot that led to a rebound goal by Jenna Prathap. Kraus, 5 goals, 7 assists. She was a first-team All-Horizon League player. She's a Pitt transfer, so an ACC talent here playing in the Horizon League championship game. We'll look to see if Cleveland State gets her the ball early and tries to get her going. And for Milwaukee, Haley Johnson, well, there's so many of them on the field for the Panthers, but yet a sensational freshman. She was the freshman of the year in the Horizon League. 6 goals, 8 assists. That's those 6 goals tied for the team lead. The assists are second on the team. Just one of a handful of freshmen that play nearly 90 minutes per match for head coach Troy Fabiano. Fabiano, his record spotless as well, nearly 55, 9, and 10 in his 4th season, but had a chance to chat with him after practice on Friday, yesterday afternoon, and we talked about those demons that have kind of haunted Milwaukee and haunted these seniors. Seniors like Michaela Schmelzer, just odd exits in the tourney. Their freshman year, it was PKs. Their sophomore year, it was NKU and a come-from-behind win. And their junior years, it was a PK shootout in the championship against IUPUI. But they're looking to put all those to rest here tonight in this championship match against Cleveland State. We are underway here at Engelman Stadium in Milwaukee. Cleveland State in green, Milwaukee in the white and black. The Vikings kicked us off, but it's Milwaukee who regains possession, or gains possession, I should say, for the first time tonight as Gabby Zabala puts it up to Lourdes Onwimeka, and she'll be a welcome, almost addition to this offense. She played the opening 10 or 15 minutes on Thursday night, got subbed out in the 15th minute, and did not return. She picked up an injury in their season finale, coincidentally against these Cleveland State Vikings. And in that regular season finale, it was Milwaukee prevailing 3-0. But a bit of an asterisk next to that result in the fact that Cleveland State rested nearly every single member of their starting 11. So you can almost say this is their first meeting this season. So a throw here on the near sideline for Cleveland State. The 2-1 winners on Thursday night against Detroit Mercy. They dominated for 45 minutes, and that second half, really the best way you can describe it is that they hung on for that victory. So head coach Dallas Boyer looking for a more complete 90-minute effort tonight, although give a lot of credit to Cleveland State's defense. When Detroit Mercy was pressing up front the final 10-15 minutes of that match, they held strong, including their keeper, Stevie Holbrook. Holbrook, who wasn't bothered much in the first half, had a very busy second half. Ball sent out of play over the Cleveland State bench. It'll be another throw on the near sideline. Gabby Zabala stepping up in a big way this season, getting some major minutes tonight in that right back position. But this back 4 for Milwaukee, anchored by Kelly Swenson, the Horizon League Defensive Player of the Year. There's Haley Johnson, her first touch on the defensive end. Ball drop back there, Swenson, one of those seniors looking for their first conference tournament championship. Winner of this match goes to the NCAA tournament, an automatic bid. Last year it was IUPUI, the year prior Northern Kentucky. But Milwaukee, who went 9-0-0 in the regular season, looking to cement their status as one of the greatest seasons in Horizon League women's soccer history. As the ball out for a throw, Cleveland State deep in their own territory trying to clear it, but the ball popped up into the box. And that's dangerous with Onwimeka lurking. Onwimeka able to drop it back. She'll go near sideline to Zabala. Let's see if Zabala can get a clean cross. Zabala wins the foot race to the ball. Nifty move there to get into the box. Zabala still charging. She goes down. Appeal for a penalty kick, but non-granted. The appeal did not come from Zabala, but some of her teammates. Zabala popping right up off the turf and back into her right back position. Great move there to get past Niedermeyer, and then she got into the box, but Niedermeyer, a great job there, edging her off the ball without fouling. And it went out for a goal kick. But that was really a broken play that Milwaukee turned into an offensive chance. It was just Cleveland State trying to clear the ball, and the ball was just popped back up into the 18. Here's Seaver dropping it off to Johnson. She'll dump it to the left, and now the ball sent forward, looking for Seaver on a long run, but Holbrook will read this one and come out of her 6-yard box to corral it. First real touch of the night for Stevie Holbrook. Played so well on Thursday night. Zabala coming up with this on the near sideline across midfield. And a good defensive play there by a second team, all Horizon League player Ashley Thiss. Looks like she'll be tasked with marking Johnson on most occasions on the offensive end. On the defensive end, I should say, for Cleveland State. Offensively for Johnson, although she can kind of float, does Haley Johnson. Ball on the far sideline. Cleveland State has yet to really mount a significant possession in Milwaukee's end, granted just north of 4 minutes into this first half. Takeaway there by McDaniel. Her through ball, though, too far for Seaver, but given right back. Phil Potts winning it back, and Phil Potts playing it wide on the near sideline. Zabala out of the right back position. Zabala crossing it into the box, a little bit short. Onwimeka header, and just not on target. It is going to be run down, though. Schmelzer there in the corner. Schmelzer near the flag. And that one went off of Michaela Schmelzer, a senior. 5 goals on the team, 4 assists, a second-team all-league performer, but that one out for a goal kick. And yet again, it's good defending by Niedermeyer. It was Niedermeyer's offense that drew the accolades on Thursday night, but she's made 2 really nice defensive plays in the early stages of this match. Student section's back for Milwaukee, and they're behind Holbrook right now, and they'll most likely move to the other end of the stadium when the 2 teams switch sides after halftime. At least that's what they did on Thursday night. But a tremendous crowd here yet again at Engelman Stadium to watch this 2018 Horizon League Championship match. On the near sideline, Niedermeyer heading it down, but Onwimeka will settle it with her feet. Thiss clearing it out. Jemiah Ward on the other end of that. Ward played really well on Thursday, did not show up in the stat sheet as far as goals or assists, but had a couple of really nice chances up front as Niedermeyer crosses it in. Looking for Vento, it's cleared. Sardi in there as well. There's Ward creating a chance. Ward's cross is blocked by Swenson. Now Niedermeyer will try again. Cross to the front of the 18, bouncing around. McDaniel unable to clear it. And Cleveland State will try again, this time from the far side. Cross in, off her line is Lamakia, and she'll collect it. Lamakia read that one well. But a good job by the Vikings to be patient there. Still did not get a shot on goal, though, as Lamakia able to collect that, what I think might have been a cross there from the far sideline. That pass intended for Bianca Sardi, the junior from Shelby Township, Michigan. And here comes Cleveland State again on the far sideline. Dana Sowinski, who had that cross, team leader in assists, throws it in. Sowinski, one of those starters that did not play in the regular season matchup against Milwaukee, the finale. Speaking with Dallas Boyer on Friday about that, had the match mattered as far as the standings were concerned, he would have played it as a regular match, but everything had been decided at that point. Milwaukee was already the regular season champ. Cleveland State had the 2 seed locked up. So for those 2 teams, nothing to play for. And did not want to tip his hand. As there's a pass by Thiss and a rare miscue by her, the senior center back. Unable to connect with Niedermeyer, and it goes out for a throw despite no Milwaukee player really being in the general zip code. So Zabala will step up and take the throw. 8th minute, scoreless here in the championship match so far. Onwimeka double teamed, Ward able to pick it up and win it back. And a whistle and a foul, and they're going to call the foul back. They played advantage initially. Ward might have gotten fouled as well, but the original foul called, and the free kick won. The foul right there. They played advantage just in case Ward could come up and run on a counter move, but Zabala preventing that. So it's a free kick for Cleveland State. Ward, a member of the all-freshman team for the Horizon League, 4 goals, 4 assists in the regular season. She heads it toward the box, but that one will float out. Swenson chaperoning it out of bounds for a goal kick. Lamakia will send it away. The freshman sensation did not win Goalkeeper of the Year, but certainly had the resume to do just that. In the regular season, she only allowed 9 goals in 16 starts. It's a goals against average of just above .5. He's played every minute as well, Lamakia has, with the exception of just over a half hour. 31 minutes, 34 seconds, the only amount of time that she's not spent between the pipes for Milwaukee. And that includes all 110 minutes on Thursday night, plus the PKs. Onwimeka and Seaver up forward, but that ball out for a throw for Cleveland State on the far sideline. Taken by Megan Bine. Good to see her back out there. Bine had to leave the match on Thursday. Took a knee to the hip from Monzo, the keeper for Detroit Mercy, on incidental contact, but stayed out for quite a while. Did re-enter. Good to see her in the starting 11 here tonight as Niedermeyer swings it upfield, but couldn't quite curl it. But it does send Milwaukee all the way back in their own end for a throw. Zabala's been busy in that right back position. Here she is on the near side throwing it in just beyond the Viking bench. Thrown in. Thiss up out of her center back position to win the ball back, but then gives it right back as it's intercepted by Seaver, who is dropping back to play defense. And I don't think Thiss saw her coming back from the attacking position. So Milwaukee right back with possession as we approach the 10-minute mark of this first half. Seaver at midfield, dropping it back for Zabala. Now Swenson. Swenson will send it upfield. A good ball to Haley Johnson. Dishes it to McDaniel. Couldn't have rolled it out any better for McDaniel, but McDaniel's second touch just a little bit too strong. A turnover back to Cleveland State. Now Jemiah Ward. Ward and Zabala, that's going to be a fun matchup. It already has been in the opening 10 minutes. Dropped back, there's Kraus. Hasn't been involved just yet, as Sardi dropping it back for Thiss. Now Niedermeyer on the near sideline. Niedermeyer kind of floating between the midfield and the defense in that 3-5-2 formation for Cleveland State. It's a throw for Johnson in Milwaukee, up to Onwimeka. Onwimeka. Philpotts, it went off of her, and she didn't see which way the carom went to, and then there's a foul inside the circle. That foul against Stacy Morris, the senior from Cincinnati for Cleveland State. Well, a free kick for Milwaukee in a pretty advantageous position, and will allow a couple of extra attackers to get up, and Swenson, who's already delivered a couple of good downfield balls, a chance to do one off a set piece. Just outside the circle. Swenson, the senior, kicks it in. It's a pretty good delivery. Inside the 18, headed away and then cleared away. Not far enough, though, as Seaver trying to run it down. Swenson, and a whistle and a handball. That ball came up off the turf and hit the left hand. It's a free kick. Oh, a free kick almost right where the previous free kick was. And Thiss will take it for Cleveland State. Thiss, one of the 3 players wearing the pink captain's armband. Onwimeka trying to win the header. A whistle and a foul against Cleveland State. And that's Stacy Morris. Kelly Swenson on the near sideline. Still looking for our first shot of this match. 4 fouls combined, 2 apiece, at least so far, as that free kick into the box headed away, and then a foul, make it 3-2 fouls. Zabala whistled for the shove. So a free kick coming up for Cleveland State. The 2 teams trading free kicks at the moment. It'll be Thiss again to send it downfield. And they're going to back up the ball a few feet. Troy Fabiano, that was right in front of him, and he made sure that ball is going to be exactly where it needs to be. This sending it toward Ward, but it's headed away by Schmelzer. Schmelzer, Onwimeka edging Kraus off the ball, but Kraus still able to win it back. Here's Niedermeyer now. Niedermeyer slicing it into the box. Off her line is Lamakia, but that one will roll out for a goal kick. 14th minute, Cleveland State and Milwaukee, the top two teams in the regular season. Vikings 6-2-1, the 2 seed, and Milwaukee in the regular season, a perfect 9-0. Regular season champs. Unbeaten now in 24 consecutive matches in the regular season in the Horizon League. They only lost one all year in the regular campaign, 15-1 overall. Good goal kick. It's going to send Onwimeka on a bit of a run. Onwimeka in tight traffic, had her pass intercepted by Thiss, but Philpotts is up to win it back. Philpotts dropping it back for Zabala. Moving it over to Swenson just beyond midfield. Swenson will reset, slice it in. A good header into the box by Seaver, but it's cleared. Left foot and out of touch into the Cleveland State, rather a Milwaukee bench, and a throw for Milwaukee. Quickly into Philpotts. Some nifty passing there in tight quarters. Off the back heel. Onwimeka, can she get there in time? Holbrook wins the foot race. Holbrook read that and timed it perfectly. Came sliding in just in case Onwimeka was able to get a foot on it before she got there, and scooped it up off the turf. Sardi off the restart, wins it for Cleveland State. Now Schmelzer with it. Schmelzer dancing upfield, just outside the circle. Good through ball. Onwimeka had to hold up to stay onside. That flag's down and the ball out for a throw. That's really smart play by Onwimeka. She knew she was offside, so she hit the brakes. Or at least in danger of being offside, so she hit the brakes and made sure that she wasn't. The misfire there off the throw. Onwimeka trying to keep it in, and she wins the throw. Onwimeka, 3 goals and 2 assists in the regular season, as McDaniel unable to turn that throw, and it goes out for a goal kick. Good defending by Essence Kennedy. Kennedy 3 goals out of her center back position, the lone center back in this 3-5-2 formation. As you can see on your screen, what a great crowd to come out despite the very chilly weather. Low 40s, although the wind not nearly as strong and bothersome as it was on Thursday night. And a great student section on the east end zone of the stadium as well that will more than likely move to the west end zone for the second half. Swenson moving it to the left. There's Schwartz. Or rather, that is Corrigan, excuse me. Corrigan and Schwartz have had a fairly quiet evening so far on the left side of that Milwaukee defense. But things could change in a hurry is on that side. Cleveland State coming forward. Schwartz tried to pick it off, but the ball continuing on. The block by Corrigan there on the cross. Headed away by Schmelzer on the second attempt, and Milwaukee will try to clear, and they do. Now to Seaver, moving it to Onwimeka. Onwimeka. Far sideline, a lot of space to dribble into, and attackers moving forward. Onwimeka from long range, and that one well wide of the near post. Oh, Holbrook not bothered by that one. But it's good to see Onwimeka back and contributing here tonight after leaving the match on Thursday night. She's a big piece of the offense, and statistically you may not have guessed that, 3 goals and 2 assists, but what she brings to them with speed, she draws so much defensive attention and kind of keeps plays alive and generates new ones. They really missed that on Thursday night as the ball rattles back into the waiting arms of Lamakia. Hard to believe she's just a freshman. That's going to give some Horizon League head coaches headaches, knowing she's got 3 more years after this one. As McDaniel trying to pop it up for Onwimeka. Taken away, though. And now Cleveland State back with it, trying to counter. No numbers, but a lot of green space to dribble into for Cleveland State on the far side of the field. Nowinski gets it taken away, though, momentarily. Onwimeka seems like she's everywhere. There she is on the far side. But it's a whistle and a foul. Not a throw, that's a foul. As Sowinski wins the free kick. Sowinski in the captain's armband. It'll be a free kick and essentially a little bit of a better angle than a corner kick. We'll see exactly where the contact came in. And as Schwartz was just a little bit late to the ball. It was rolling away from her and didn't really go after it. So a free kick. Assistant official waiting for the center official to sort some things out inside the 18, and now we're ready to go. Free kick comes in from the far side. It's a pretty good delivery, headed around, and then a whistle and a foul against Cleveland State. Niedermeyer was there. It might have been on her. There was a Milwaukee player that went down once the ball got there in the air. So a free kick coming up for Milwaukee out of their own end, and they'll be able to clear. Fans celebrating 40 years of competition, the Horizon League is comprised of 10 public and private institutions, 9 of which are located in top 70 media markets, just like these two schools. Additionally, over 600 events appear annually on ESPN3 and ESPN+. To learn more, visit horizonleague.com. Off the restart, Cleveland State has it. Ward on a volley had her shot blocked, and Zabala, who's been matched up with her all night, able to block it and send it out. Great play by the right back as Ward teed that one off on the volley, and that was from pretty close proximity. Cleveland State getting some better looks here lately as Kraus with it. Kraus in some space. Centering it up is Kraus, looking for her options. So patient is the Pitt transfer. Plays it wide now. Sowinski, cross in, cleared away. And a great ball to keep that one in and alive. Edge of the 18. And Cleveland State not happy as the ball comes back in. And she just won't give up on the play before Milwaukee finally picks it back up. Sowinski just would not give up on that play, and here she is again. Playing it down the field on the far side. Cross goes off of Milwaukee, and it'll be our first corner kick of the match. Sarah Kraus will deliver this one in. We mentioned she started her collegiate career at Pitt, came back home. She's from the Cleveland area, went to Valley Forge High School. The corner kick not going to be Kraus, it's going to be McKenna Vento. 6 goals and assists on the year. She's a Wisconsin native, Heartland, Wisconsin to be exact. Playing here in Milwaukee. Cross comes in, it's a good delivery. Thiss was there, but she mistimed her jump, and then the ball was headed away. Byng tries to keep it alive, but it's cleared by Milwaukee. Kraus running it down on the far sideline. Coming up on the midway point of the first half. Chandler McDaniel whistled for a foul. Free kick coming up for Cleveland State on the far side. McDaniel, the scoring hero from Thursday night. She kicked the final PK goal that sent Milwaukee to the championship match. Of course, it was the heroics of Lamakia's 2 saves that put her in a position to do so. Oh, free kick comes in from the far sideline. Left a bit short, looking for Ward, but it's picked off, and now Milwaukee can counter. They're going to try to hit Cleveland State quickly as Seaver comes up with it. Plays it up forward to Onwimeka. Onwimeka met with 2 defenders and the sideline, but using that speed, getting some space in front. Now near the 18, Onwimeka falls down and took down Kraus with her as well, but I think that one just rolling out for a goal kick. First subs of the match for both sides. And that's just Milwaukee using the sub. Barajas checking in, as well as Mackenzie Schill. And talking to Coach Fabiano yesterday, he was really impressed with Barajas' play off the bench on Thursday. has battled some injuries, and that's why she wasn't contributing regularly, at least early in the regular season. But Anwi Mecca and Chandler McDaniel will give way. Scoreless here in the 24th minute as Stevie Holbrook sends it away. Out of play, it'll be another throw for Milwaukee. Only 2 shots apiece, neither on goal, 1 for each team. 8 fouls, though, between the two sides, and only 1 corner kick. 24th minute, scoreless in the championship match. Winner goes to the NCAA tournament, automatic berth. Barajas couldn't quite field it as the ball sent away. Schwartz will take the throw for Milwaukee on the far side. Right. Well, she was going to take the throw, but then Johnson also took the throw. So it's going to be Schwartz who does indeed take the throw. They're going to send the Johnson ball back out. Here's Johnson playing it to her right. Schmelzer into Barajas, just a little out of her reach and then cleared away. Good defense there by Stacey Morris. Bine will clear it. Out to Kraus, but headed down. Mackenzie Schill got through 1 defender, still dancing with it. Now Schmelzer, long range shot. Schmelzer, boy, buzzing that near post from a really tough angle. The senior Michaela Schmelzer nearly found the top shelf. Look how tough of an angle this was as she went for goal. The left foot, a beautiful shot. And Holbrook, who had it measured, but boy, that ball nearly snuck in there. Out of play, it'll be a goal kick. Second shot of the match for Milwaukee. Kraus splitting 2 defenders, at least she did for a moment before it was cleared out. Rachel Philpotts backtracking and making sure that attack went no further, at least for the time being. It'll be a throw, though, for the Vikings. Taken by Sowinski. Cross comes in. Corrigan giving away. Lamakia called her off, even though Jemiah Ward was right there. But Lamakia confident that she could edge her off and beat her to the ball, and she did. Lamakia laying it down and then sending it away. Out to Barajas, a header. Off of Ward and Zabala. Those two have been going toe-to-toe all night. It's been a good matchup to watch so far. Zabala and Ward. Ball won back. Sardi trying to chase it down, but too much pace on it, and Lamakia able to pick it up right on the edge of the 18. Had 2 defenders there waiting just in case things got interesting. They would have been able to clear the ball, but it did roll into the 18, allowing Lamakia to corral it. Off the restart. Now Ward. Vento on the near sideline. Vento, left-footed cross. Finds a teammate, Kraus. Kraus in the box, just could not quite come up with it cleanly. And Lamakia sliding after it, picks it up. But Vento and Cross, those two connect for the first time today. Vento, a great feed, but just too much traffic. Corrigan doing a nice job of edging her off the ball. Niedermeyer with it now on the near sideline, back to Thiss. Now Ward looking to make the turn against, guess who? It's Zabala. Those two battling yet again. Back to Niedermeyer. Sent upfield, looking for Ward. Can Ward win the foot race before the ball goes out? She keeps it in, nice play. Cross in, but into the side netting and behind the goal, out for a goal kick. That'll allow the Milwaukee defense to reset, as Lamakia will send this one away. '28th minute. Cleveland State, Milwaukee scoreless in this Horizon League championship match. The women this weekend, the Horizon League Men's Championship, will be settled next weekend in Dayton, Ohio. Quarterfinal action begins on Monday at campus sites, and then we'll shift to the campus of Wright State on Thursday. Whistle, and that one, free kick taken too quickly, so they'll bring it back. Going to be Corrigan who takes the free kick on the near sideline. Corrigan, 11 assists, also has 3 goals, second team all-league performer. Out of the center back position, left-footed cross, it's a beauty. Into the box, takes a deflection, down to the feet of Barajas. It's Schmelzer who shoots, but it goes over the bar. Barajas was able to serve that one up for Schmelzer, her second opportunity, and that one nearly went top shelf, but it was just a little high. A great delivery initially by Corrigan, headed down by Seaver. Barajas then fed Schmelzer, and the shot just buzzed the bar. Johnson poking it forward for Barajas. That one might have went off a bind on the hand. Cleveland State, if it happened, got away. Not clear on the live look at it. And the technical game winner on Thursday night, Jenna Prathap, scoring that game winner. She'll check in for the first time. Prathap, 5 goals on the season. Checking in for Sardi. Prathap, just a sophomore from Loveland, Ohio. Half hour gone here in the championship match. 15 minutes to go in the first half. Can one of these teams find a goal to take into the locker room? 5 shots combined, 3 belonging to Milwaukee, 2 for the Vikings of Cleveland State. Niedermeyer across midfield. Niedermeyer couldn't quite keep that one in. Did it take a deflection off Zabala? It did not. It'll be a throw for Milwaukee and the Panthers. And a giveaway and a bad end is Ward. A shot will go wide to the far side in the far post. Lamacchia was ready to push that one to the left. Milwaukee just having trouble clearing it on the last couple of possessions. They do get it out of their end on this occasion, at least momentarily, before it's picked back up by Cleveland State. So credit the Vikings. Playing well in this championship match. Started off not having a whole lot of possession in the opening 5 minutes, but it's been pretty steady for the Vikes since then. Vento splitting 2 defenders, trying to take on a third and feed it to Ward, but it's stolen away. Far sideline, Milwaukee looking to counter. It's a beautiful ball to Barajas. Barajas, her first touch, kept it. She'll wait for some teammates, dropping it back to the left side. Schwartz looking to cross it. Schwartz, left-footed cross into the box. Bicycle kick is wide of the near post. That was Seaver trying to bicycle it. And she might have bicycled her way into a SportsCenter top 10 play had that one found the back of the net. It was a good feed by Schwartz, a left-footed cross. And you see the bicycle just could not get it on target. She kept it low enough. It looked like if that would have been on target, it would have been top shelf. Well, Milwaukee, really both teams starting to heat up a little bit offensively as Barajas wins it back off the throw. Gets it to Johnson. Johnson, who was quiet on Thursday night, looking to get her evening going. There she is, mixing things up, trying to win the ball back, but it's Niedermeyer who finds it to Prathap. Played forward, but intercepted by Swenson, the Defensive Player of the Year. Zabala and Swenson combining there on the right side. Megan Bine playing it forward, but one back by Milwaukee. And now Cleveland State can counter. Prathap, a lot of space in front of her, but 4 defenders back for Milwaukee. And backpedaling, a couple of midfielders help win it back. Both teams have done a good job of making sure no counter move is able to develop at least a dangerous counter move. But Milwaukee's got something brewing here. Played forward and now wide to the left. Schill looking for a cross. Tangling up with Kennedy. Cross on the ground is corralled by Stevie Holbrook. Well, here's the bicycle kick again. It was a great delivery by Schwartz, and Seaver a good decision as far as if she was going to get one on target, really that was her only play. Otherwise the ball was going to go behind her, and there didn't appear to be any teammate there ready to put it in the back of the net. So she dialed it up via the bicycle and kept the ball down. If she would have been a little bit more to the left, it would have been top shelf, but went wide of the near post. Here's Barajas. Barajas has played well off the bench this tournament. Cross in, but cleared away. Waiting for it now, Zabala. Zabala, see if she can pick out a teammate. Unable to, intercepted by Kraus. Kraus on the near sideline. And again, you see the defensive transition for Milwaukee, preventing any type of counter move from developing for the Vikings. They looked for one, just simply wasn't there. Kennedy helping Holbrook win the foot race. Edging Mackenzie Schill off the ball. Well, less than 10 minutes to go in the first half. We're scoreless between the Vikings and Panthers. Horizon League Women's Soccer Championship match here in Milwaukee. Johnson on the near sideline. Johnson trying to win the foot race past Niedermeyer. Johnson the shot blocked by Niedermeyer. What a play by Niedermeyer. That fires up her bench. Niedermeyer sliding in to block that pass and then winning the ball back. But she does give it back away, trying to send it upfield. Look at Niedermeyer going head to head with one of the best players in the conference. Johnson was ready to fire that one toward Holbrook, but Niedermeyer sliding in. Niedermeyer on Thursday night played a big role offensively for Cleveland State, but her contributions have been mostly defensive here tonight. As the cross headed away and then cleared away. The Cleveland State player is down. On the near sideline, that might be Kraus. Cross comes in from Schwartz, headed in front of goal, headed away. Swenson will now kick it out. Unclear, it's Kraus. For a moment, I didn't know who was down. It is Kraus. Athletic training staff was summoned on Thursday night for Kraus. Let's see exactly what might have happened. Kraus kind of buckled the leg there a little bit on the slide. And she is slow to get up. Athletic training staff tending to her. Back up on her feet. She came out late in the match on Thursday. Did not return, but might have been able to return had there been more time left on the clock. But you see her battling here with Philpotts, and then it's the left foot on the ball, and then the leg kind of buckles. But luckily, Kraus able to walk off under her own power, and hopefully we'll be able to come back into the match here later on as well. So some subs coming in after that injury timeout. It'll be Taylor Hatton who checks in for Milwaukee. This season, the Horizon League celebrates 40 years of competition. Whether it's a buzzer beater or your favorite school winning a league championship, share your favorite memory on social media using the hashtag HL40. Learn more at horizonleague.com. A championship being handed out here tonight Cleveland State, Milwaukee battling in the women's soccer final. The top two teams in the regular season as well. Cleveland State 6-2-1 in regular action. Milwaukee a perfect 9-0-0. As the ball given back after it was kicked out by Swenson, so Kraus could receive medical attention. So the Panthers back with the ball. Lamakia will pick it up. And the Panthers will reset offensively. Milwaukee out shooting Cleveland State 5-3 in this first half so far. As the ball dropped back, Lamakia will clear. And a whistle and a foul against Stacey Morris. And Morris, that's her third foul this first half, and she might be given a card here, and she will, a yellow card. I don't think it was for necessarily the foul itself there, but she has been whistled 3 times, and she also kind of kicked the ball away from the play there. Whether it was intentional or not sure, but I think that might have been what drew the card. There's the foul for the push, and then the flick of the ball there, that would have might have drawn the yellow card. First card issued tonight. Comes right at 37. A free kick coming up. Corrigan will take it inside the circle, almost right atop that Horizon League logo. To the edge of the 18, headed down, popped up into the air. Far side of the field. Milwaukee will try again, but this one fired way over the bar and out and off the ambulance out there. Hit a couple of cars too. It'll be a goal kick for Cleveland State. Well, the Vikings some time here, about 8.5 minutes, 7.5 minutes, wasn't a math major, to try to find a goal to take into the locker room. But a great crowd on hand here tonight, and a number of green gear out there as well. Some Cleveland State fans making the trip. A little bit easier to do so here on this Saturday night, as opposed to a 5 o'clock Eastern kickoff on Thursday for their semifinal match. Ball dropped back. Holbrook's got to hurry to clear it, and she does. Zabala will try to collect it. Instead, she'll just watch that one roll out for a throw. Rafferty Kugler, who scored the equalizer on Thursday night, will see her first action here tonight for Milwaukee. The Panthers went down 1-0 coming up on an hour on Thursday night. But less than 5 minutes later, they equalized on Kugler's goal and then advanced on PKs. Perthap running down the near sideline. Winning the ball, Zabala marked her. Perthap crossing it, took a deflection, and it's out for a corner kick. Second corner of the night for Cleveland State. Is Perthap a little slow to get up? The goal score, one of the goal scorers, I should say, from Thursday night. The only one officially given a tally. Niedermeyer's corner put them up 1-0 on Thursday. Now Niedermeyer will take the corner kick on the near side, and it was from this very flag that she scored on Thursday night. Corner kick sent in toward the near post, but headed away. See if Niedermeyer can win the foot race. She can, and she'll try again. Cross to the other side of the field. Perthap, and the flag is up. Offside's the call. And a free kick coming up. I think Perthap was the player offsides. It'll be a free kick for Lamakia and the Panthers. Coming up on 5 minutes to go in the first half. Perthap plays it back. Now Cleveland State marching forward. Duggan off the bench. Cross in, Perthap flicking it towards goal, but there wasn't a teammate there. I think she thought maybe Vento was running to her right, but it's picked up by Lamakia. Total of 9 shots in this one, 6 for Milwaukee, 3 for Cleveland State. Still looking for our first shot on target, though, here tonight. Prithap tapping it, but Philpotts will run it down. Another throw for Milwaukee on the near sideline. That'll allow a sub to check in. We'll be joined at halftime by Kathy Worthington-Wilson of Cleveland State. Her Vikings taking on these Panthers in the Horizon League Championship match. Cleveland State winners over Detroit Mercy on Thursday night 2-1. Milwaukee advancing on penalty kicks over Oakland in the nightcap Thursday, as Essence Kennedy flips it out of the box. Milwaukee, though, still with it. Niedermeyer closing down as Kugler's kick gets cleared off the line. Out of play, it'll be another throw for Milwaukee, coming up from the near side. Trying to center it up, the Panthers out to Philpotts. Philpotts will try her luck from distance and couldn't curl that one on target. Might have taken a deflection. Holbrook thought so she picks it up to make sure there isn't a corner kick. And she'll send it downfield. 3 minutes to go in this first half. And a stoppage. Prithap took a knock on the back of the head. And I think that's why they're going to stop the clock here and make sure that Prithap is okay. I think a yellow card was also handed out as well. It must have been handed out rather quickly. We did not see necessarily who it was given to. Let's see what happened to Prithap. It was on a 50-50 ball up top. She got tangled up with Schmelzer. Advantage was initially played, and then they called the play back, and I believe they called it back for the head injury and not a touch by Milwaukee, but that remains to be sorted out once Prithap has to exit with the athletic trainer.
Substitution for the Vikings, number 16, Elena Warmoa for Prithap.
Prithap will have to come out because of that head stoppage, and they will bring the ball back to where the original foul was called. You could see on the replay advantage was being given, but typically on a head injury like that, you'll see it stop no matter what. Was not there, but nonetheless, free kick coming up for Cleveland State. Into the box, bouncing, and it takes one high hop. Lamacchia able to glove it.
The yellow card has been issued to Milwaukee, number 6, Michaela Schmelzer.
Michaela Schmelzer was the yellow card recipient, so 2 yellow cards. Stacy Morris for Cleveland State, and we're going to have another one as Niedermeyer given a yellow as well on that foul to Kugler. So 3 yellows in this first half. Keeping Chris Zills busy over there on the stat computer. We'll see the foul again. Kugler came in, had position, and Niedermeyer maybe a little bit late. On the free kick coming up, Corrigan will take it with the left foot. A little bit of a misfire. It does get to the 18 though. Kept alive. Popped up toward the far side of the 18. Milwaukee still battling for it. Philpotts has it in the corner. Kennedy, though, battling with her, and it's out for a throw for Milwaukee. Coming up on 2 minutes to go in the first half. This, unable to clear it cleanly. The ball sent into the box. Sliding to her left is Holbrook, and she picks it up off the turf. Holbrook extinguishing any chance. Great play by Holbrook. She has been big when they've needed her this tournament. A big stop there. No official try there as far as shots go, but that ball was loose inside the 6-yard box. Cleveland State trying to clear up the near sideline. Vento has it right in front of the bench. Vento, near sideline, looking to cross it in. Goes off of a Milwaukee defender, but stayed in. Tough to tell from our angle, but play goes on. Cleveland State trying to win the corner kick there, but Milwaukee now will clear. Kennedy, Niedermeyer playing with a yellow card, dropping it back for Thiss. Thiss plays it out. It'll be a throw for Milwaukee as we're under a minute to go here in the first half. Now here's this ball that rattled around in the 6-yard box, just kind of a odd-looking play because it was a missed clearance, and then the ball laid up for Kugler, and that's when Holbrook read it well and went after it on the turf and extinguished any chance for Milwaukee. Throw for Niedermeyer and the Vikings at midfield on the near sideline. One back by Milwaukee as 30 seconds to go. Could be the final chance of the first half here. Near sideline, Milwaukee charging downfield. Kugler, and a great play by Niedermeyer there. Cleared off again by Cleveland State, and that just should do it for the first half. A combined 11 shots, 7 of them belonging to Milwaukee, but the Vikings getting a big play from Stevie Holbrook right before the break to keep Milwaukee off the score sheet and keep this game level and scoreless going into the locker room after one half of play. Holbrook, that big save. She made a couple of really nice plays in that first half to keep her Vikings level with these Panthers. Cleveland State a couple of good offensive looks as well. Niedermeyer played great defensively, did pick up a yellow card at the tail end of the first half. A total of 3 cards handed out by our center official in that opening 45. But nonetheless, a scoreless draw going into the locker room here as we decide a Horizon League champion here tonight in Milwaukee. We'll have first half breakdown between the Panthers and the Vikings when we come back here on ESPN+. All righty. Sorry to keep you waiting there. Oh, I got too many wires here. I'm tangling myself up. My phone was dying because it was out in the cold, so I decided to bring it inside. Oh yeah, it was fun. It was fun. There we go. All righty. Worthington Wilson, right?
Yeah.
Got it. Associate Director, Student Services?
Yep.
Sweet. Awesome.
Don't ask them anything hard.
Oh, it's simple. Easy peasy. Quick and painless.
I read my crib sheet. I need some notes.
Quick and painless.
Okay.
At least the wind's not whipping like it was on Thursday night.
The other night it was like we were in the wind tunnel.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
No, for November, Milwaukee, this is like balm. I mean, the weather every day, it's gotten sunnier and warmer. It's so nice.
Yeah.
It's been great.
It's Thursday night, my brain was like frozen from all the wind, you know?
Yeah.
The rest of my body was fine.
But the wind, yeah.
But my head was, it needs all the help it can get.
I know,
so.
I was out today, and I mean, it was 55 and sunny, and I'm like, I never knew Milwaukee was the land of the sun.
Just about back, about 20 seconds here.
Okay.
Championship match, 45 minutes in. We're at halftime. The Vikings and Panthers are scoreless. Andrew Kappas here, field side. Pleased to be joined by Kathy Worthington Wilson, the Associate Director of Athletics for Student Services at Cleveland State. And Kathy, you've been here all weekend for the Horizon League tournament. Second-year head coach Dallas Boyer, what a job he's done with this program to build them into this really excellent caliber team that's now 45 minutes away and a goal away, if you will, from a conference championship.
I know, it's amazing what he's done in 2 years, and there's such a great group of girls playing, and they play together just so strong. So we're just excited to be here.
And it's a man that's familiar with the program, too, and I'm sure that's what kind of helped the athletic department pick him for that next realm of leadership. It's his second year as head coach,
right.
but he has a dozen years in the program.
Yeah, we were talking about that at dinner tonight or lunch, that he'd been with the program, I think it was 14 years, and the program's been around a total of probably 16 or 17.
So he
has built it from the ground up, literally.
The ins and outs of it.
When he took over the reins as head coach, I feel like we went from 0 to 60 in about 2 months.
I had a chance to chat with him on Friday. Such a high-energy guy, and it's no wonder that all his players love playing for him. And you can sense it on the field, just the energy and the passion that the Vikings have brought to this tournament.
Yeah, I love the energy he brings to the job. I like to say he's wired for 220 in a 110 world.
Well, let's shift gears here a little bit. Of course, hoops is back. Some exhibition action throughout the weekend. Regular season right around the corner. But men's basketball, it's got to be buzzing around campus after what they did at Motor City Madness last year.
We've already seen an uptick, pretty strong uptick in our season ticket sales because of that. And they're a great group of guys who had an unbelievable run at the end of the season. And then we have 7 newcomers who are just adding to the fuel to the fire. They had a great trip to Italy this summer, really bonded together as a team, got some great competition in over there. So I think we're going to see a really great competitive squad out there.
On the women's side, of course, big replacement of Shanti Abshal transferring and then unfortunately tearing her ACL there at Ohio State. We got a first-year head coach, so some new horizons there for the women's program.
I'm so excited for the women's program. I was fortunate enough to chair the search that hired Chris Kielsmeyer. His win-loss record, I think, is some unbelievable number, like 86% in
Wow.
Division II and Division III. He's got a Division III national championship. They were Division II runners-up, so he's built winning programs wherever he's gone.
And led them to that.
focuses on ending relationship violence, and Team Impact, which bears chronicling real children in the college scene. To learn more, search hashtag #NeedHealthCare or visit Horizon.com. The Little Caesars Horizon Men's and Women's Basketball Championship is coming to a campus near you. Quarterfinal games will take place March 5th and 6th at the highest seeds. The semifinals and championship will take place on March 11th and 12th at Little Caesars Arena in Detroit. To learn more about Motor City Agnes,
Welcome back to beautiful Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The Panthers of Milwaukee and Cleveland State scoreless at the half in the women's soccer championship. But let's take a look at the men's table. It is now tournament week with the regular season wrapping up yesterday afternoon. And it was an exciting afternoon because Wright State, despite being a top 25 program, 21 to be exact, they did not have the regular season championship wrapped up, although they did wrap it up pretty quickly. They were up 2-0 in the opening dozen minutes or so, and they rolled to a 4-0 win and finished the season at 6-1-1 in the Horizon League. So we are headed to Dayton next weekend as the Raiders will host the tournament, although quarterfinal action will actually start at campus sites on Monday night. And some surprising news with Green Bay, who had a chance to win the conference, but now they don't even get a bye. They're in the 4 seed with hosting IUPUI on Monday night. Oakland, the Golden Grizzlies, who jumped up a couple of spots with that upset win over Green Bay, they will take on Milwaukee, who backed into the tournament just a little bit on the men's side with that Wright State victory over those Panthers. But with Northern Kentucky losing in the 7th spot, Milwaukee still got into the tournament. They'll head to Oakland, Michigan for that first quarterfinal match. And then at 8 o'clock Eastern, the IUPUI Jaguars, who did not win a game last year, into the conference tournament. What a great story for those Jaguars, their second season in the Horizon League. They'll take on Green Bay. The defending champs, UIC, there in the semifinals as the 2 seed. The Flames could be very well playing Green Bay in what would be a rematch of last year's final. With Wright State looming the 1 seed, they'll wait who they play. They will face the highest seed remaining after that opening quarterfinal round. Further breakdown and second half action here from Milwaukee in the Women's Championship when we come back on ESPN+. There's your first half stats for this Horizon League Women's Soccer Championship. Scoreless at the break between the top two seeds, Milwaukee and Cleveland State. Panthers did have an edge in shots, 7-4, but the Vikings did have the lone shot on goal in that first half, as well as the only 2 corner kicks. And things did get a little interesting there at the end of the first half. 12 combined fouls, but 3 yellow cards were handed out. Morris and Niedermeyer for Cleveland State, Schmelzer for Milwaukee, all playing with yellows in the second half. And that's more yellow cards in one half than we had the entire 2 matches on Thursday in the semifinals combined. So that's one thing to watch as the Milwaukee fans ready to go. It's a good crowd, and as we mentioned earlier, a lot of Cleveland State fans have made the trip as well. The student section is back for Milwaukee, and they're still in the eastern end zone of the stadium. Let's see if they move to go back behind Holbrook. That's what they did on Thursday night against Oakland, but nonetheless, a great crowd on hand as we wait to crown a champion in the Horizon League and send somebody to the NCAA tournament. Holbrook and the Vikings ready to go as Holbrook retreats back to a new end zone. And Lamakia, who was heroic on Thursday night, the PK shootout, how much will she be needed in this second half for Milwaukee? Her jersey fairly clean in the first half. Did make a couple of nice plays, but nonetheless, Chandler McDaniel and the Panthers will kick off as we start the second half. McDaniel scored the winning PK on Thursday night, and she gets us back underway. Milwaukee in the black and white, Cleveland State in green, with the Panthers going from right to left on your screen. Lourdes Onwimeka dropping it for Schmelzer off the restart. Schmelzer out to McDaniel, now back to Philpotts. Philpotts in some space, will play it negatively to Corrigan. Corrigan in traffic, left-footed pass into the box, headed away by Thiss. To the feet of Kraus, and it's good to see Kraus back in there. She left with about 10 minutes to go in the first half due to injury, but she's back in there. Throw out for Cleveland State. It'll be a throw on the near sideline for Milwaukee instead, as Schwartz will throw it in. Swenson on the far sideline. Swings it around. Zabala, who had a busy first half, over there on the far sideline, but that was Philpotts who plays it forward off a Cleveland State defender and out for a throw for Milwaukee. McDaniel will take it. McDaniel plays it wide to Schwartz. Schwartz, left-footed cross, headed away. Kraus trying to win the foot race. Kraus won the foot race, but couldn't quite win the ball, so Schwartz pokes it back out. And now Sawinski for Cleveland State across midfield. Sawinski, great at crossing from that position, brings it forward to Sardi. Sardi, cross into the box, looking for Ward, but it's knocked loose and cleared away. Ward was right there in front of Lamakia, but it's cleared out. Bine plays it forward. Well, Seaver wanted to get across midfield, but she didn't have a teammate to her left, so she waited and dropped it negatively, and now the ball will roll out. Niedermeyer will chase it down and throw it for Cleveland State. We mentioned the regular season meeting, Vikings falling 3-0, but it's really the first meeting, if you will, just because of how many starters were rested in that match. By then, everything had been sewn up at the end of the regular season. Milwaukee had already clinched the top seed. Cleveland State had already clinched the 2 seed and the bye into the semifinals. On the far side, Thiss will send it in on the free kick. Headed out, and Onwimeka picks up the deflection. 3 minutes into the second half. And the way these two defenses have played so far, one might be enough here tonight. One was not enough for either team on Thursday night. Milwaukee tying 1-1 with Oakland and then advancing on PKs, whereas Cleveland State needing 2 goals to top Detroit Mercy 2-1. Haley Johnson on the near side in some space. Johnson splitting 2 defenders, gets through a third, and then the ball deflected out to Schmelzer. Schmelzer came close on a couple of occasions in the first half on 2 shots. Philpotts. Now Onwimeka. Onwimeka. Thiss and Niedermeyer combining there to send it out for a throw just to the right of the flag. So no corner kick. Onwimeka lining up the cross into the box. Johnson, the header, still loose in the box, and then finally cleared away by Cleveland State. Johnson was there. I think she got a head on it, and then it might have been deflected out. Now Schwartz will try again, looking for Onwimeka. It's behind her, and a whistle. Flag was up on the far sideline. Offsides, the call. So a free kick coming up, but it all started on this Onwimeka cross. Looking for Haley Johnson. Johnson, the header, it was blocked, I think, by Stacey Morris rather. And then the clearance was finished. So offsides on the restart, so Holbrook will send it away on the free kick. Philpotts working on Vento. Kraus backtracking as well, but it's over to Schwartz out of the left back position. Cleared away. Out near the Milwaukee bench, and Schwartz will throw it in. '51st minute in this championship match. Winner gets an automatic bid into the NCAA tournament. IUPUI, the Jaguars, not here at the tournament. They are the defending champions. Northern Kentucky lost in the quarterfinal. They won the year prior. Cross in from McDaniel, and again, the flag is up on the far side. Back-to-back offsides calls on Milwaukee on their offensive possessions, and a free kick coming up for Holbrook. Well, some more students trickling in for Milwaukee, as their student section is now 2 parts. One is on the west end of the stadium and the other on the east end. It's full on the east end, and the grandstand's just about full as well on the far sideline. Sowinski winning it back for Cleveland State. Playing it forward for Ward, and Ward made a great turn on Corrigan, but that ball just had a little bit too much speed on it, so she couldn't quite collect it with her feet after edging the defender off the ball. Kraus, though, wins it back for Cleveland State. Kraus playing it to her left, Niedermeyer across midfield. Niedermeyer sliding it forward for Ward. Zabala is there. Those two were battling in the first half, and they'll battle some more here in the second half. A throw on the way for the Vikings on the far side of the field. Milwaukee back with it. Johnson looking to counter, gets it ahead. McDaniel inside the circle, going forward, sliding it. Seaver on the other end of that, but it's cleared out. Kennedy running it down. Playing it forward for Kraus. Kraus, a beautiful touch on the near sideline. Kraus now charging for the 18. Kraus, cross in, knocked down by Lamacchia, and then corralled. Well, a good spell of soccer there for the Vikings, hitting him with a quick counter. And that's something neither team was successful in doing in the first half, and that was counterattacks. But Kraus, who had a great first touch, able to generate a chance on her own. Didn't have many options, as you see there, with 4 defenders in the box. Sowinski with it. Sowinski to her left, finds this. Ward on the far sideline being marked by guess who? It's Zabala. Another throw for Niedermeyer. Played great defensively in the first half. Did pick up a yellow card right before the break, though. One of 3 players to be shown yellow. Morris and Niedermeyer for Cleveland State. Schmelzer for Milwaukee. Niedermeyer, a header out toward Ward, headed back by Swenson. And Cleveland State gets possession again, and they've enjoyed the majority of the possession here in the second half. Sowinski, near sideline. Sowinski and McDaniel collide, and McDaniel wins the ball. Ball dropping out for another Cleveland State throw. Bine will take it into Kraus. Kennedy over to Thiss. Morris. Across midfield, Cleveland State with Niedermeyer looking to generate yet another chance. Kelly Swenson briefly lost her footing, but she's back up. But unmarked is Sowinski on the near sideline. They find her. Sowinski working on McDaniel, gets past her, gets it to Kraus. Sowinski went down. Kraus, the shot out toward the far side, picked up out of the air by Lamacchia. Dallas Boyer, the second-year head coach for the Vikings, likes what he sees. That was a great spell of offense for the Vikings. Sowinski all by herself on the near side, got past McDaniel, and then Schwartz and collided with her right on the edge of that 18. Play on was the call, and Kraus's shot went wide of the far post and picked up by Lamacchia. Barajas will check in for Anwi Mecca. Barajas played well in the short burst that she was in there in the first half, but now checking in early in the second half. Well, Milwaukee back with the ball. 10 minutes in, a little over 10 minutes in this second half. Still scoreless between the Panthers and Vikings. 14 shots combined, 8 for Milwaukee, 6 for Cleveland State, but the Vikings have 2 on target as Johnson trying to change that in the box, but gets the ball taken away. Cleared out by the Vikings, and Milwaukee will have another throw. This throwing it on the far sideline toward Barajas, and it's going to be, I believe, a throw. There was a whistle there, so it could have been a free kick as well. We'll wait and see. Looks like it's going to be a free kick. Well, free kick for Kelly Swenson on the far side for Milwaukee. She'll send it into the box. It's a good delivery. It bounces in. Milwaukee strikes first. They're up 1-0 here in the 57th minute. What a delivery by Kelly Swenson. The defensive player of the year providing the offense. And Milwaukee has a lead in the championship match. It's 1-0. Well, you ask a keeper what's one of the most dangerous things a ball can do off a free kick, and that is a bounce. And that's exactly what happened. It bounces and bounced right in. On one hop, it bounced in the 6-yard box and then in. Wow. Swenson, the defensive player of the year, getting the goal, and it's 1-0 Milwaukee. Let's see how the Vikings respond. Still plenty of time. For Swenson, it's her 3rd goal of the season. Well, the Vikings were enjoying such great spells of offense and possession in the opening 10 minutes or so of this second half, but that's how cruel the game of soccer can be, as that one possession from Milwaukee on that free kick, it goes in. And Milwaukee, who has outshot Cleveland State 9-6, now leads 1-0, but plenty of time for the Vikings. As Swenson, her 3rd goal coming in the 57th minute. And what a story that would be if this goal holds up. Swenson, a member of that senior class that hasn't been able to get over the hump in the Horizon League tournament. But that could all change tonight. In fact, they're a little over 30 minutes away from changing that narrative. A free kick coming up for Cleveland State. Just inside the circle on the Milwaukee side of midfield. Bine to take it. Sowinski tries to corral it. Able to center it up for a moment, but then it's cleared by Corrigan. A good play there by the Milwaukee center back. Kraus on the far side. Up to Ward. Ward finds Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer, long range shot. Niedermeyer goes wide of the near post. Again, Cleveland State getting some pretty good spells of possession on this end of the field. As Niedermeyer's shot there went just wide of the near post. Out for a goal kick for Lamacchia. A little over a half hour remaining. Johnson off the goal kick, unable to corral it, but it does go back to Schmelzer, but the ball won back by Vento. Schmelzer maybe a little bit more careful than what she normally would be playing with that yellow card. Bine on the ground, gets picked off by McDaniel. Schmelzer at midfield, weighing her options. She went left, now she goes right. Plays the ball upfield, but couldn't pick out a teammate. Holbrook off her line to pick it up. You know, that goal, so tough to defend if you're Holbrook, because from the distance that it was kicked, as a keeper, you're looking at the likes of Haley Johnson and Yelena Seaver to see what they're doing. You don't expect necessarily that ball to bounce right in the 6-yard box like it did. This ball wiggles into the 18, but Lamacchia will drop back and pick it up. And Lamacchia picks it up as Ward applying the pressure. Lamacchia just trying to take some seconds off there, making Ward chase. Kennedy heading it forward. Kraus on the far sideline. Kraus moving it to Vento. Good spacing by Cleveland State. Vento sliding it to her right. Some options for the Vikings, looking for an equalizer. In the 18, past one defender, takes a deflection, rolling toward the end line, and is out for a corner kick. Well, the Vikings goal hunting, as Vento will take the corner kick, it appears, on the near sideline. But a great build-up here by Cleveland State to get that ball in the box is Sowinski, who's played well, hitting it off of Schwartz to win the corner. Vento lines it up, sends it into the box toward the near post, headed away, and back out for another corner. So the Vikings will try again here. 62nd minute, Vikings looking to equalize. This one sent a little more toward the far post, settled by Thiss momentarily, and now Cleveland State will have to recollect themselves here offensively. Ball wiggling out. Now Kraus, and that's who you want it to have it in this position, is Kraus sliding it into the 18, looking for Ward. That's a good idea by Kraus. Ward, if she could have been able to have a touch on that, Lamacchia would have been way out of her 6-yard box. But Lamacchia won the race to the ball. Kraus took a couple of dribbles and then that through ball in, and with the help of Corrigan, Lamacchia able to collect it. But Kraus winning it back and then winning the free kick, fouled by McDaniel. Free kick on the near sideline. Good spacing by Cleveland State again as the ball goes wide of the far post, and a sub coming in for Kugler. Well, you gotta love what Cleveland State's doing here, though. They have responded well to the goal and have played similarly to how they were playing before it, and that's good spells of offensive possession, good build-up as well. They just haven't been able to find one on target yet here in the second half. As Kugler, the goal scorer from Thursday night, back into the match, drops it back. Now Swenson, the goal scorer here tonight, off the free kick. To the far side, Zabala. Across midfield, out toward Johnson. Good 1-2 passing by Milwaukee in close quarters with Barajas and Johnson. She finds Johnson yet again, but Niedermeyer backtracking, able to at least slow the progress, but still Milwaukee ball. Johnson on the far side throws it in. Headed down as Milwaukee looking to get a cross in, but it's taken away by Kraus. Kraus ahead. Cleveland State can counter if they can hurry. But good job by Cleveland State. Or rather Milwaukee, they got numbers back, but it's still Vikings ball here near midfield. Beautiful play there. Sawinski able to maintain possession. Good first touch. Through ball on the near side for Sardi. And the foot race won by Schwartz. Dallas Boyer about to make a sub, I believe, here on the near sideline for Cleveland State, as Kennedy has to clear it out for a throw. Mackenzie Schill is in for Milwaukee. Elena Walnoa is in for Cleveland State, or will be in. So two new subs in, one for each team, as Schwartz will take the throw for Milwaukee on the near side. 65th minute, 1-0 Milwaukee. Barajas gets the ball taken away, but won right back by Kugler. Kugler in close proximity to Barajas, but Kugler can't keep it in bounds, and it's out for a goal kick. Holbrook will settle it and send it downfield. "25 minutes or so left in the match. Cleveland State hunting for an equalizer. Milwaukee looking for that second goal that would give them a cushion here in this championship match, as Barajas with it on the near sideline. Barajas, left-footed cross, off the mark and out of bounds. It'll be another goal kick. 17 shots combined between these two teams, 9 for Milwaukee, 8 for Cleveland State. But the one shot on goal for the Panthers went in, and that was the free kick from Swenson. And that's the difference at the moment. Cleveland State just 2 shots on goal, so 3 combined as the goal kick misfired out for a throw. Schwartz will throw it near sideline. Kugler centering it up in the middle. Kugler, a shot comes in. Holbrook, nice play. Holbrook to her right. That one had some height on it, and I think it was rising a bit too, and she was able to prevent a rebound and gets the save. Kugler, a good job though to get that on target from long range. You see Holbrook though had to kind of sky for that one. Good save by Holbrook to keep it a 1-goal game as Vento has it. Vento inside the circle, charging forward, playing it to her left. Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer taking on Schill, and it's cleared out for a throw for Cleveland State. A little under 23 minutes to go in the match. Niedermeyer will throw it in. Jemiah Ward crossing it into the box, and it's picked up by Lamacchia, and she'll send it downfield. Vento to her right. Good through ball. And And again, good build-up for the Vikings. Cross into the box, cleared, and then sent in the air. Walnoa trying to head it down. Won by Barajas on the near sideline. Barajas trying to counter. Now Kugler. Kugler dropping it back to Schwartz, and Cleveland State prevents a counter move. But still Milwaukee ball. They lead 1-0 in this championship match. A trip to the NCAA tournament and a conference championship on the line. Sawinski. Vento. Vento charging forward. Only one defender on her. That's Michaela Schmelzer, the senior. Sawinski trying to center the ball up against Swenson, and then cleared by Schmelzer. Kept in by Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer covering a lot of ground there on the left side. Vento now. Vento. Her cross deflected by Schmelzer. And Schmelzer able to keep it in, and it goes out for a throw. That ball was rolling toward the end line. Would have been a corner kick had it kept going, but she stopped its progress. But it will be a corner now. Off the restart. Corner kick for Cleveland State. It's their 5th corner kick of the match. Niedermeyer will take it from the far side. Niedermeyer put one in the back of the net on Thursday night off a corner kick. Off the right leg of Monzo, the keeper for Detroit Mercy. Niedermeyer will line this one up as Cleveland State looks for an equalizer. Corner kick sent into the box. Was looking for Bine, but it's headed away. Now Kraus with it. Kraus, left-footed shot, goes wide and picked up by Lamacchia. "20 minutes left in this championship match. Off the restart, Kennedy winning it back for Cleveland State. Vento ahead for Sawinski, but won back by Schwartz. Schwartz has played well in that left back position. Here she is with the ball on the near sideline, taking it across midfield. Dropping it to her left to Barajas, a little bit too in front of her though. Walensky up the field to send Ward on a run. It's one thing Cleveland State has not been able to do in the second half so far is get Jemiah Ward heavily involved. They're all freshman team performer. Here's Ward, and Ward, that pressure there, making sure that that ball wasn't going to get into the box. Each year, Horizon League student athletes are involved in hundreds of service and outreach programs, including league-wide involvement with Special Olympics, the world's largest sports organization for people with intellectual disabilities, One Love Foundation, which focuses on ending relationship violence, and Team Impact, which pairs chronically ill children with college teams. To learn more, search the hashtag HLCares or visit horizonleague.com. Out for a throw, and some subs coming in for Milwaukee. 1-0, Panthers in front, trying to exercise those demons of the last 3 years in this championship match, or in the Horizon League tournament in general, I should say. It's been in the championship match, though, the last 2 seasons. On the near side of the field, cleared down by Schwartz. Now Schill. Schill with it on the near sideline. Headed down by Bine. And out of play, it'll be a throw on the near sideline, just over our broadcast position, belonging to throw coming up on the near sideline for Milwaukee. Coaches having a bit of a discussion here in front of the tent. Assistant officials sorting things out. 2 teams battling for a championship, as the center official, I think, may sort some things out now as he comes our way on the near sideline. He's going to draw everybody together and sort some things out here in the 73rd minute. Milwaukee leading 1-0 over Cleveland State. Panthers scoring on a Kelly Swenson free kick. And it was a free kick from near midfield that dropped in on one hop into the back of the net past Holbrook. Cleveland State, though, has been building some good offensive possessions, but has not been able to find an equalizer just yet. Now, the big issue that came about here recently was some things that were being said from the Milwaukee sideline, and that drew the attention of the Cleveland State coaching staff. They brought it to the attention of the fourth official and the center official, and then there was a little bit of a discussion between the two head coaches shortly after that. That was cordial, but the center official did decide to come over and get everybody together. So the free kick coming up for Milwaukee just inside the circle. Swenson bombing it into the box on the edge of the 18. Philpotts out to Schwartz. Schwartz to Barajas. Barajas. Cross comes in. Punched away by Holbrook. It was loose for a moment, but no Milwaukee player on the other end. Holbrook, I think, might have gotten a hand on it on the cross. It wasn't a shot per se, but she wasn't able to corral it, so it rebounded out, but nobody was on the other end to try to poke it in. Otherwise, that might have been 2-0 as Ward on the near sideline beats Schwartz. Ward charging toward the edge of the 18. Cross comes in over the head of Kraus. Niedermeyer tried to chip it into the box, but it goes over the bar and out for a goal kick. Here's that last cross by Barajas. Able to slide past Bine and then send it into the box. It was punched away, at least deflected away by Holbrook, but nobody was there to send it home for Milwaukee. So Cleveland State able to escape that, still only needing one goal to equalize. On the near sideline, Cleveland State with it. Cross in, deflected out by Schmelzer. Schwartz clears it downfield, hits the back, and now cleared by Bine. Throw on the near sideline for Cleveland State now. It's the Vikings. Still plenty of time, but the clock beginning to factor into things just a little bit as we approach 15 minutes to go. Only a one-goal advantage, though, for Milwaukee. It's going to come down to the wire here in this championship match. Drop back on the far side. Milwaukee ready to bring in a couple of players. Zabala and Johnson ready to check back in at the next opportunity as Thiss will throw it in for Cleveland State. Schmelzer dropping it forward. Kraus backpedaling, but it gets to Philpotts. Philpotts finds Schwartz coming up out of her left back spot. Schwartz could not field it. Now Kraus has it, and a counter move coming up here for Cleveland State. 3-on-3 if they hurry. Down the near sideline, Sowinski finds Kraus, centering it up. Kraus has got Ward to her left. Kraus into the edge of the 18. Kraus shoots and takes a deflection, and that took the mustard out of the ball, and it goes to the feet of Lamakia. Lamakia picks it up, but what a counter move here by Cleveland State. Kraus had two options, and she did try to fire it there from the edge of the 18 and nearly had one on target. Bento inside the circle, now on the near side. Sowinski charging forward, finds Ward. Ward in the box. Crosses it, takes a deflection, it's out for a corner kick. A Vikings corner with subs coming in. Jenna Prathap will check in for Cleveland State. Johnson and Zabala back in for Milwaukee. So 2 starters, and then Prathap, the electricity off the bench, 5 goals, including a goal on Thursday night. That proved to be the winner against Detroit Mercy. So the corner kick coming up, it looks to be McKenna Vento that'll take it, the senior and Wisconsin native. This match here in Milwaukee. Vento will fire it in. Near side corner, headed away. See if Vento can come up with it. Instead, it's cleared out. It'll be a throw for Cleveland State. Good defending there by Morgan Kerber of Milwaukee. Throw into Jemiah Ward. Ward bangs it off a defender and wins another corner. It's the 6th corner of the match coming up. This time it's Kraus. Well, Kraus is going to lay it down, but I think Vento coming back over to take the corner kick. She'll send it in from the near sideline. Cross in. And it hit a Cleveland State player, not the intended target. Came off the right foot of Elena Walnoa. Eventually backpedaled out for a throw for Cleveland State, far sideline. But once again, Vikings knocking on the door. Throw into Ward. Ward in some traffic, battling Zabala. And that one, though, off Ward. It's out for a goal kick. Yelena Seaver back in for Milwaukee. She'll check in for Taylor Hatton. A goal kick coming up for Lamakia. Coming up on 11.5 minutes to go in this match. 1-0 Milwaukee. Near sideline, Johnson trying to chase it down. Schmelzer poking it forward for Johnson. Johnson centering it up. Johnson's shot blocked by Kennedy. Headed forward by Swenson. And Seaver gets tangled up in a foul on Cleveland State. It's on Stacy Morris. Playing with a yellow. No card shown, but a free kick in a very opportune spot for Milwaukee. Seaver winning the free kick, getting tangled up with Morris. The free kick now for Milwaukee as they look to double their lead. Aaron Corrigan to take it with the left foot. Corrigan into the box on target. Holbrook is there to pick it up out of the air. Oh, Holbrook once again keeping her team in the match, only down by a goal. Quick restart for the Vikings as we come up on 10 minutes to go in regulation. To the left, Kerber playing it for Johnson. Johnson will keep it in bounds on the near side flag. Spins past one defender, past Megan Bine, sliding it into the box. Schill might have had more space than what she thought as the shot ripped in, and once again, there is Holbrook. Holbrook playing great. Playing it forward, here's another save by Holbrook as Johnson, the great spin to get past Bine. And you see Schill, she uses her body to kind of create space, but I think she had more room than what maybe she had thought. And the shot came in from distance and was saved by Holbrook. Still just 1-0, Milwaukee. Out of play, it'll be a throw for Milwaukee on the far side, and each team will make a sub. Schwartz in for Milwaukee. Niedermeyer comes back in for Cleveland State after a brief rest. Well, mostly starters out there for both teams. As we come down to the wire, just 1-0. In this Horizon League Women's Soccer Championship match. Can Cleveland State find an equalizer? Vento forward for Prathap. It's cleared by Swenson, but out for a throw. On the far sideline. Prathap, cross in. Might have taken a deflection. It did not. It's just a goal kick for Lamakia. Well, Lamakia will send this one away as time ticks away. 8 minutes to go. 1-0 Milwaukee. An automatic bid to the NCAA tournament and a conference championship on the line here tonight in Wisconsin. Well, Lamakia, the kick sent short, and it's going to go out of bounds right to the feet of Dallas Boyer, the head coach for Cleveland State. Niedermeyer to take the throw, quickly into Ward. This, knocking it forward for Prathap. Sowinski looking for Ward, cleared. Prathap heading it down, a good header to win it back. Sowinski now on the far side of the field, it's Vento. Vento battling with Kerber. Trying to curl that cross in. Couldn't get a deflection. It's out for a goal kick. Still 1-0 Milwaukee. 24 shots on the board between these two teams. 13 for the Panthers, 11 for Cleveland State. Niedermeyer gets the deflection off Schill. It's a throw for Cleveland State. Now Ward trying to make the turn upfield. Guarded by Johnson. It's kicked out, down, and another throw for the Vikings. Niedermeyer to take the throw again, just beyond midfield now. Cleveland State again just dominating possession in this second half, but haven't been able to find the goal as this fouled in front of the 18. Dangerous spot. We saw Swenson score from a spot much farther away. This could be a good chance to cross one in for the Vikings. They look for an equalizer. Vento, left-footed, could curl this one in toward the far post. She'll take the free kick. Curled into the box and into the waiting arms of Lamakia, just a little bit too strong. Vikings back with it. Still time for an equalizer. 5 minutes to go. This one coming down to the wire in the championship match. The top two seeds in this tourney and in the regular season. Cleveland State 6-2-1 in the regular campaign. Milwaukee 9-0. Kraus curling it toward the edge of the 18. Prathap in space, back to Kraus, playing it wide to her left. All 11 players back in defense for Milwaukee as this one rolls across the end line and out for a goal kick. 1-0 Panthers as they look to give this senior class their first conference tournament championship. Lamakia to take the goal kick. Drops back to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer out toward Kennedy, and it's out for a throw. Kennedy couldn't quite make that turn. It'll be a throw on the near side for Milwaukee. And with under 5 minutes to go, Milwaukee going to try to send this one toward the corner flag as Seaver comes up with it. And Bine watches that one go across for a goal kick. Holbrook will take it quickly, knowing every second so precious. Upfield, Seaver heading it down. Niedermeyer got kicked by Schill. On the near sideline, Schill goes out on the left side. Prathap couldn't quite win it back, and it's going to go back toward the corner flag here as Milwaukee tries to tick away some seconds. Johnson, another throw. Cleared out now by Cleveland State, but Schwartz centers it back up. Poked forward. And Holbrook will come out to collect this one, just on the edge of the 18. Time running out on the Vikings. Less than 2.5 minutes to go in regulation. 1-0 Milwaukee, looking to hang on and win this conference tournament championship and punch their ticket into the NCAA tournament. Gathered by Lamacchia. Good read by Lamacchia. If you play that one wrong, you could be picking the ball up out of the goal in a tie game, but she read it well, timed it well, and sends it downfield. Under 2 minutes to go. Cleveland State looking for that equalizer. They got just about everybody forward that they can. Even Kennedy, who's normally in that center back spot, is up playing forward. Niedermeyer, really the only defender back for the most part. This also back up in offense. Here's Ward on the near sideline. Ward with some space. Ward dancing with the ball on the near sideline. Swinging it in and a little bit too strong. Out of the reach of Sowinski and out for a goal kick. Well, a goal kick coming up. Under a minute to go as Lamacchia will send this one away. Maybe time for one or maybe two possessions as Lamacchia kicks this one out of bounds on the near sideline. Throw deep into territory. They're going to pull Holbrook up to midfield. Kraus firing a shot into the box and then cleared by Swenson. Holbrook being called up, and she's going to come all the way up now as all 11 players for the Vikings are forward. Kraus crossing it into the box, headed away. Kicked in, knocked loose by Swenson, but still rattling around in there. Still alive for the Vikings. Niedermeyer going head-to-head with Schill. Schill wins the ball back. She'll kick it downfield, and Holbrook's going to have to chase it down, and that'll be enough for the Panthers. Kelly Swenson's long free kick enough, and the Panthers have finally gotten over the hump. They are the 2018 Horizon League Tournament champions. Troy Fabiano and the Panthers are headed to the NCAA tournament. A 1-0 victory. A perfect regular season, and it culminates with a tournament championship, and they will play on into the NCAA tournament, an automatic bid to those Panthers who are now 16-1. "13 shots for Milwaukee, only 4 on goal, but it was one that came from near midfield that goes in. The free kick from Kelly Swenson, the senior, a member of that class that just could not quite get over the hump in their freshman through junior seasons here at Engelman Stadium in the tournament, losing to NKU 2 years ago after leading 2-0, falling last year to IUPUI in PKs, but all of that in the past. Led by a handful of seniors and a bunch of very talented freshmen, the Milwaukee Panthers are on their way to the NCAA tournament. 1-0 the final. And just a reminder, the award ceremony being set up right now by Cam Fuller and the Horizon League crew. They'll We'll carry that live for you here as well. The all-tournament teams, and of course, what everybody's waiting for, that trophy ceremony. Troy Fabiano there in the knit cap, ready to go pick that one up. It would be his first tournament trophy. It's his 4th season, and despite a stellar record, 56, 9, and 11 coming in his Milwaukee career, no tournament championship to brag about until tonight. Kelly Swenson and the Panthers victorious here 1-0 over these Cleveland State Vikings. And what a match this was to decide a women's champion. And just a reminder, we'll get going on the men's side. That'll be on Monday on ESPN Plus at 2 campus sites, quarterfinal action, and then we'll shift Thursday to Dayton, Ohio, as Wright State, the 21st ranked team in the country on the men's soccer side, will host the men's tournament. Wright State, the 1 seed, UIC, the 2 seed. Those 2 teams have received automatic buys into the semifinal round. But here in Milwaukee, it's the Panthers who are victorious. A perfect regular season culminates with a conference tournament championship. Once again, the final, Milwaukee 1, Cleveland State 0. For Damon Lewis and his outstanding crew, I'm Andrew Kappas saying so long. Stay tuned for the award ceremony coming up next here on ESPN Plus.
Ladies and gentlemen, We thank you for attending the Horizon League Women's Soccer Championship. At this time, we would like to acknowledge the staff at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee and commend them for hosting an outstanding soccer championship for all student athletes, coaches, and fans. We would also like to thank Horizon League's corporate partners, Nike, Geico, Viscount Sport Graphics, Bardock Awards, and Your Image Works for their support. Presenting today's awards are Joy Daniels, Horizon League Administrative Liaison and Green Bay Assistant Athletic Director. Jessica Kumke, Tournament Director and Milwaukee Associate Athletic Director. Kathy Worthington-Wilson, Cleveland State Associate Athletics Director. And Cam Fuller, Horizon League Associate Commissioner. The following student athletes were selected to the Horizon League All-Tournament team. From Oakland, Cameron Zach. From Oakland, Lauren Boss. From Detroit Mercy, PC Courtier. From Detroit Mercy, Carly Fiorito. From Cleveland State, Sarah Krause. From Cleveland State, Essence Kennedy. From Cleveland State, Stacy Morris. From Milwaukee, Elena LaMacchia. From Milwaukee, Michaela Schnauzer. From Milwaukee, Aaron Corrigan. And the most valuable player of the Horizon League Soccer Championship from Milwaukee, Kelly Swenson. We will now present the champions of the 2018 Horizon League Men's and Women's Championship. But before doing so, please congratulate the runners-up, the Cleveland State Vikings. And now we will present the champions of the 2018 Horizon League Women's Championship and the automatic qualifier to the NCAA tournament, the Milwaukee Panthers.